Last time on the best Dishonored playthrough of all time, things were off to a rocky start. We ended up back at the distillery district that kept us trapped for 3 episodes, but this time worse due to all the chaos we caused last time. Our objectives this time are to kill Pinhead and Dirty Dan Pendleton and rescue Emily at the Golden Cat brothel. While on our way there, we get mixed up with some assassins, but escape in one piece, sure not to get too cocky as we still have a little ways to go before we reach the objective. Hey there YouTube, here, and it seems I have a couple apologies to make. Hold on a sec while I get my ukulele.
Summon instrument, tiny guitar.
There we go. It's not an apology without one of these babies, so I don't have an actual one to strum IRL, so just pretend I'm playing it and it's beautiful. So, first of all, I must apologize for the lack of video last week. In case you missed the community post, my dad got me sick, so during the time I would normally be editing the video, I was fending off the Grim Reaper. So, I apologize to all of you for having a weak immune system. I'll try to do better in the future. In addition to that, I also feel the need to apologize for the lack of back and forth banter between myself and Lemon Punch in the videos, even though I hyped up the fact that I recorded it this time. You see, every time I try to put it in, the bit runs long and the video ends up ahead of the script and shit looks wonky. I'm still new at this whole thing, so building the banter audio seamlessly into the video might take some time to get down. Hope you guys don't get tired of my voice while I figure that out, cause it's still the majority of what you're hearing. That said, I'm still terribly sorry, and hope you can all forgive me. Anyways, I do believe that does it for the apologies this episode, so I don't need this thing anymore. Where to go from here? Perhaps down to the like and subscribe buttons. Whoa, sick segue. I know, right? It's a gift. Anyways, y'all have been waiting long enough, so let's get on with the show. Still attempting to recapture the magic of our first run, I try to rain grenades down the guards patrolling the street in front of Dr. Galvani's house, but I fuck up and people start shooting at me. In my defense though, Lemon Punch was the one who pulled it off last time. Resorting instead to my trusty dusty crossbow, I take one guy out with a shot to the chest. I aim at the rest, but none of them go down easy. Or at all, actually. After seeing the first guy go down, the rest suddenly developed Ultra Instinct level jukes. I mean, look at this dick. Nobody ducks my shots and gets away with it. Enter our first of many time stops. I mean, I didn't say I used it well. It was just the first. There are many more to come, and all of them are more impressive than whatever the hell that was. After another less than stellar use of time stop and wasting all our regular and sleep darts, I finally put down the last guy. Is what I would say if that was true, because unfortunately Mr. Sharpshot on the balcony wanted a piece of me too. Not in the mood to deal with him, I head for the nearby shot gate instead. Drawing from our past experience again, I immediately rewire the shot gate and go to guard into it, gleefully watching him evaporate. Hey buddy. Oh, so dumb. I scanned the area quickly before stepping through the gate, no doubt inhaling dude dust on my way, and for some reason ignoring the sound of the watchtower gearing up behind me. Well, of course it fires, but fortunately its aim is ass, so I avoid any serious damage. I then dance around it, looking for the balcony so I can climb up, but crucially stop to kill a guard, giving the tower the time it needed for a bullseye. After a clutch blink and a heal, I managed to rush past the tower towards our objective, the Golden Cat. The game tells us that we can play our way, despite that being what we've been doing the whole time. As you've seen, and will continue to see, Lemon Punch and I have slightly different approaches when it comes to things. After discovering the crouch button, Stealth and I have become good friends. If there's a quiet option, I'll likely go for it. Lemon Punch, on the other hand, Well, he likes grenades. A lot. He likes it loud and uses his foreknowledge and a dash of finesse to get out of jams. We're like yin and yang in that way. Well, let's see which playstyle wins out in the end. I take quickly to the high road, making my way across an adjacent roof and onto the main building. Due to a lack of dart ammo, I had to drop kill this guy, but in the end, it wasn't a big deal. After all I had to do was slink along the edge, kill this dude, and duck into an open window, finally beginning the mission proper. It's at this point that Lemon Punch gets boastful. I couldn't quite hear what he said in the recording, but I believe it was kill them all. So I gave him the opportunity to prove he could do just that, without turning the reins back to me. So despite not dying, now it's Lemon Punch's turn to show off his skill, and complete the mission without turning the reins over once. Thus why I saved. Lemon Punch starts by using the time stop and killing this guy. Then he proceeds to get turned around, wasting the rest of the time stop and causing the lady he was talking to freak out. Ever the resourceful one, Lemon Punch kills her. For a reason I can only assume was because I already forgot this was a challenge, I reminded Lemon Punch that the master key she has is super useful, so he swiped it before moving elsewhere. Here he grabs a statue and moves to the wall ledges. What the fuck are these things? Normal buildings aren't supposed to have person-sized ledges lining the interior walls. It's basically a highway for mice and rats, which would be even more of a concern here than in the real world. Well, anyways, two unfortunate souls assumedly happen across the two bodies Lemon Punch left behind and start searching for him, and after mocking them, he heads down to grab the rune on the wall. What he didn't know is that the guards he just insulted were right down the hall. Fortunately, Lemon Punch had a plan. He simply stops time, runs up, and slits their throats. This was the first good use of time stop this run, and was an eye-opening experience for me. The Lemon Punch makes his way into the next room, and it's full of people. Despite standing in the doorway for an extended period of time, nobody sees him as he pops Chaos Control once again and books it to the other end of the room, where, according to our previous playthrough, Bumbus Pendleton would be waiting. Strangely enough, though, he and his lady friend were nowhere to be found. After studying the objectives for a minute, Lemon Punch heads out onto the balcony and across the ledge to a different one. On his way over, a guard spots him and alerts others. Fortunately, he was an easy kill, but the jump to the higher ledge could have ended in tragedy.
And like that, he found Beavis.
What? Name tag? No, ignore that. Must be a glitch or something.
After having some fun peeping on Beavis, Lemon Punch busts in and first puts an end to his lady friend, and then him.
At this point, the room is filled with guards, so Lemon Punch pulls the time stop to make his escape. This goes well, but it could have gone better had he not run into somebody's muzzle flash, which apparently harms you in stop time. That was only the beginning of his bad luck. Seems he didn't realize he was out of mana, because he stopped in the room to steal someone's Cubans and could not escape.
Oh, damn.
Our first shot at the Pendletons didn't quite pan out, but worry not, we're only just getting started. With the brothel absolutely crawling with guards, we may be in for more than we bargained for, but we're determined to end Larry and Moe if it's the last thing we do. And rescue the child or whatever. So tune in next time to the best Dishonored playthrough of all time.